First, in Kajabi, we are going to adjust our settings and make sure that everything is set up in the way that we need it in order to get started. So you're going to go into each of these settings and decide what you like, what you need, and set them up. So first, we're going to go into site details. This might be something that you would edit later. So you're going to have the title of your website here. So at first, this is going to be Melissa Whaley's first website, or your name first website. We can do the domain later, especially if you are testing out Kajabi, or if you have your website somewhere else, you would want to set up your domain before you're ready for it to go officially live. You're going to have your best email, your phone number, if you need to, what language. This is default, so you might not need to change that. Your currency. And then you're going to decide which page you want to be the home page. So this might be after you finish setting it up. You might want it to be a landing page instead of the navigational website page. So whichever space you want people to go to when they go to your domain. So for example, whaleyhelpful.com, what page do you want that to show up as first? But right now you can upload your logo. If you have a favicon, you can upload that. The biggest thing is that the color picker, the color templates. So this is my color templates for Whaley Helpful and my color templates for Whaley Wonderful, which is just the big branch of my business. So I'm going to have these in there, and that will help us as we set up our main website and all the pages. This is where you're going to have your information about the instructor. So for all the products, this is going to be who it is. So you can upload your profile, your name, title, bio. And then for this will be SEO. So this might be something where you might want to have this updated after you know your website, but you can upload it now. And then you can decide whether you want to display powered by Kajabi or not for your website. So that's the site details. For marketing settings, that'll be your address. This is very important, especially once you start sending emails. You need to have the address in your marketing emails so that they will deliver properly and not go into spam. You can upload your logo. You can set up your custom domain using your domain site, or you can just use Kajabi's default address, and then set up your reply to email. So this is where the replies will go to. If they reply to the email, that's where it'll go. So that's what they'll see. And like I said, you can set up the custom domain here. And the emails in the sequence, they'll go out at this default time. So I'm going to change mine since I am in Central Time to display that. So that way I know when they will go out. So I'm going to put 9 a.m. Central. Okay, so we've got that. Your checkout settings. So for the email opt-in, do you want them to check in the box that when they purchase something that they will be in your marketing emails? So I want it to be pre-checked. And then this is my custom message, receive Humpback Whale Day emails and other updates. That's my weekly newsletter, which goes out on Wednesday for the hump day, Humpback Whale Day. So I'm going to leave it as that. Okay. I'm going to leave this opted out by default for the card storage, so that way they have to manually select that they want to store it for their privacy, security, and then a tracking code if you need that, and webhooks. Okay, and then blog settings, if you have a blog. So what is your blog name, page description, and social image? So anytime you share your blog homepage, this will be what it looks like and the CEO for Google. And when you share it to like Facebook or something, that'll be the image that shows up, the name, and the short description. And then when you're dripping a course, when are they going to be ready? So again, I'm in Central Time. and I'll have everything drip out at the same time as my emails. So I'm going to drip it out at 9 a.m. if there's anything that I need to drip. Customer payments. So this is emailing them a receipt. So we would send it for all transactions, all successful ones, or just the first one, or never send them. I definitely, recommend sending them. Your business address, and then a message after they purchase in the receipt email. So now we can look and see what the receipt email looks like. So this is an example email. So you can see the little thank you here and the receipt. And then you can enable people to self-cancel, or they'd have to talk to you before they cancel. I definitely recommend on a client end allowing them to have control over cancellations. It's easier for you as a business. It makes it easy for them. And then they don't feel weird about it. This will be blank, but you can connect your Stripe here. So what you would do is you would click the connect button just like it is up here. And then you would log into Stripe, and you would pick a, sometimes they have you make like a new payment gathering system thing in Stripe. So you might have to do that, but you can follow the things on there to connect Stripe. And then Kajabi Payments is something that is new. So they recently came out with that. I believe it's still in beta. 29% and 30 cents. So that's pretty, I believe that should be the same as Stripe. It's probably similar to Stripe. And it's in the beta phase. So you might not have it yet. And there we go. So you can have Apple Pay when you do Kajabi payments. You could do Afterpay and tax when they come out to do that. So it looks like first in line for new feature releases such as Afterpay. So if you're interested in offering that to your clients, you can do that through Kajabi's payments. Yeah, it's built in partnership with Stripe. So it looks like there wouldn't be that much of a difference. And you can connect it. So they have the option of Kajabi Payments, Stripe, or PayPal. So it looks like it's about the same. I would say, like, if you're in beta, you can do it, but you can always wait until they make it out of beta. Dubsado recently came out with Dubsado payments, and they used Chase Bank, and it did not work very well. So they had to take it off, and they had a lot of problems. So if you don't want to test it in the beta and be the first in line for the new features, and if you feel like you don't need those, then I would recommend just waiting until they officially, like, it comes out of beta. So these are some integrations that you can link with if you decide to use a third-party email. They do have an email in-house, but you can always use this as well. So it links up with ConvertKit and ActiveCampaign, as well as others that I don't necessarily know or recommend. And then these are analytics. It can connect to Zapier, it can connect to ClickFunnels. So if you decide to use Kajabi in conjunction with other things, those are the in-house integrations without using Zapier, plus, having Zapier on there. So for email templates, this will be all of the system, basically, emails that you can edit and brand to you. So they also have a branding button, so you can upload your logo. Looks like they don't have recently used on here. So this is my logo. Save. And the button color for a call to action is my green. And for some reason, sometimes it does the branded colors here, and then other times it does these standard colors. And I'm not sure what the reason for that is, so let me pull my hex code for my button color and then I will come back. One thing that I did to make it easy is I have a post-it note on my desk with my hex colors or hex codes for my colors. But unfortunately it's at my house and I am not currently at my house, so pulling it this way. Good old Canva. Okay, so all of my call to action buttons are green button and yellow with the font color. So that'll make all of the email templates the same. And then I can go through and adjust them as necessary and make them edited. So for example, with the double opt-in, I have a double opt-in email that is customized in my Flowdesk, so I can copy paste that over here. Personally, I won't be using, I don't think, Kajabi emails as much. I will use them, but only really for like the product delivery and the post-purchase emails, so that way I don't have to try and link it somewhere else. But otherwise, I'll be using Flowdesk still, just because I really enjoy that. So. Okay, so for this, I do have a really helpful email, but I haven't fully set it up yet, so that's why it looks like that. So in this one, you can connect your domain, and you can also connect your marketing email domain. So that's something that I will show you how to do later when I connect my own, because I think I might put this in a new domain, but I haven't decided yet. Forms, this is do you want to have them do like the robot thing and they have to do the whole like find the sidewalk kind of thing. Helps reduce spam, so that's good. If you start having a problem with that, they at least have that. So if you don't want to do it now, if you ever start having a problem with spam on your forms, then you can add that in. And then what do you usually want to collect from your from forms? So this has it all filled out here, and then it'll be in your CRM. So for example, you can add birthday. So this could be a text box already. We don't need to make it required, but we do want to make the last name required. So it is. Okay, so now we have all the information that we might need. And this is under forms and form settings in marketing as well. So you can view it there, or you can view it in the settings. So mobile app, Kajabi has you can buy a way to make a custom mobile app. And then they have a mobile app themselves. So the great thing about that on the client end is that any courses that I'm in where the coach uses Kajabi, I have all of those courses in the Kajabi app in one place. So that makes it super easy for me. For example, there's quite a few people that I'm in courses with that use Thinkific, and unfortunately I have to have like a whole bunch of different username and passwords for each site. If Thinkific had a mobile site like Kajabi where they had the mobile app, I could view all of my courses right there. That would be super easy for me on a client end. So I recommend it for that client ease as well. And when everything is on an app, and even if I'm thinking about another course and I log into the Kajabi app to do that course, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's course that I'm in the middle of, like, and then it's back into my mental space. So it's a great option for that. And then if you want, you can do like the paid one, but it's not entirely necessary. Okay, so this is putting a banner on their library page. So when they log in and they have access to all their courses in the library, this will send them like, hey, Kajabi has a mobile app. You can go ahead and, download it here. So it lets them know. I will update that at another time because I might make it different than my logo. But actually, I guess for just right now, and if I forget about it on accident, I'll just make it my logo. You can always update anything you want later. Okay. All right, and then labs. This is, do you want them to, do you want to test out features? And it says right here, we don't recommend testing features for critical areas of your business. So you can decide if you want to use them or not. I don't want to select that just because I'm not 100% certain what that is. Okay, account settings. So this is your account details. So what email are you using? I am a Kajabi affiliate because I highly recommend it. So what email am I using for that? Phone number, central time. I can upload a photo of my face, which I don't have handy. My social profile. So when you have a community, this is what shows up in your social profile. So I'll fill that out and not bore you with that. Sign in and security. So how are you going to sign into Kajabi? I'm not going to show you, but add users is, Okay. Sign in and security is your password. If you have two-factor authorization uploaded, did you sign in with Google or sign in with Facebook? Account users is, do you have team members that are able to access your Kajabi account, and what level of access do you want them to have? If they're an admin, they would be able to do everything you see here with billing and everything, and changing your domain and things like that. And then some, like the other levels of admins would be able to, or like members or something, they would be able to update sales pages and create your emails and stuff like that, but they wouldn't be able to see the settings and change anything. So billings would be what your plan is, your usage. So for example, if you're reaching the maximum limit of courses that you can have, it'll be like, hey, you're about to get to the next tier, to let you know where you're at with that. And then update your card info. Notifications and privacy is just what emails do you get from them. So as you can see, I'm getting everything. So yeah, want all the updates. Contact info, self-explanatory, account tracking for analytics, and then Kajabi Access is the coding, and this is office hours and things like that if you have Kajabi as access. So that is all the settings and the ones that are most important to set up when you first set up your account.